From Clarkston, Michigan, the greatest city in the world, it's the Jose Aliaga Show. Jose Aliaga knows everyone. Get to know him as he interviews some of the most fascinating people from the greater Independence Township area. And now, broadcasting from the studios at Clarkston High School, the home of the state champion Wolves, here's Jose Aliaga.
Welcome to the Jose Aliaga Show. Today, we have an exciting guest. Her name is Rossell. She's a soccer player, a teacher, and she's well known in soccer zone as one of the best midfield. She will pass the ball, and most likely 90% of that pass is usually a goal. So how are you doing, Erica?
I'm doing great today. How are you, Jose?
Good.
Good. Happy to be here.
Thank you. A long drive?
I live up in Goodrich, so it is a little bit of a drive, but there's no place gooder than Goodrich.
Oh, good. Well, I met you at in the Grand Blanc area in the tournament, and we had some people. In our team, we have people from Clarkston and from Goodrich. We have a good team, and everybody talks about your ability to pass the ball, and so. Now, I think those skills, I can see that you probably has been playing soccer for a while, right?
Well, I look at soccer as a whole family thing. So my children play, my husband's a coach.
Oh.
Back when I was in college, it was one of my jobs to work at the YMCA. And through the YMCA, I coached the young guys. But really those skills transfer all the way through. And really, soccer is a skill that transfers to life. You know, you're looking at soccer, you've got a goal, you're using other people, you're passing to other people to get there and get the goal, and that's kind of how life is. If you have a greater goal and you rely on other people to do it, that's what it's all about. And I'm just lucky because I have you to pass to.
Thank you. But you see, in our games, it's very difficult because it's also about not just, it's important to have the skill, but also it's about physical training. After 2 or 3 minutes, I'm kind of like, stop. But I can see you are actually keep going. You probably run or do something.
Yeah, actually, Goodrich is a wonderful community. It has a running club.
Oh.
And so actually my kids and I are all part of the running club. We did 4 miles this morning, so.
Oh, really?
We did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah,
so it's good to have those clubs. We actually have a club here too. With a lot of good friends of mine every Saturday that we call the Clarkston Club. They call me to go at 8 o'clock in the morning to get out, go and run. It helps extra. It helps. Actually, I didn't show up for many weeks, as you see. That's why I don't run that much.
Oh, no.
So guys, if you're watching this, I would try to be there next week for sure. But you see, now your team is going to be playing the final very soon. So how you feel about that?
Well, I'm very excited. I think we have a really, really strong team. I think our team works well together. I think everybody has a positive attitude. So win or lose, as long as we have fun, then we've really won.
It's true. And what is your opinion? A while ago we have the women's U.S. team.
Yes.
And they become the champion of the world. For most countries, it's a big deal. A lot of people in Michigan is still, still getting there, But what do you think about that?
I think it's phenomenal. I think that women's team just promotes soccer, and soccer is such a good thing for kids to be involved in. So the more publicity it can get, the better. And wow, just to win it all and to have the women's team, win it all. I have a 13-year-old daughter, and she is so inspired by that team. She really has latched on to Alex Morgan as her favorite player. And so when she plays, she has her pink, pre-wrap there, just like Alex Morgan. And my sister-in-law has ovarian cancer, so sometimes she'll switch it up and do a green one for ovarian cancer. And I really think that those sports tie people together and can be used to influence things that you've never thought could be influenced.
Oh, I see. And who is your favorite soccer player from the U.S. team?
Yeah, I'm going to say Alex Morgan.
Better than Hope Solo and...
I know that Carly Lloyd got the goals. I know that Hope Solo is an amazing keeper, but I really like Alex Morgan's play style and
you like Alex
what she
Morgan?
stands for.
Why?
I think that when she goes out there, she leaves her heart on the field every time. I think that she premeditates and plans things through, and I think that's a lot of, soccer is thinking it through before you go, then getting on the field. I also think she's supportive of her teammates, and that's a huge part of soccer.
And Alex Morgan is a midfield, forward?
She plays midfield.
Midfield?
Sometimes striker.
Oh,
Yep.
sometimes. So he is, you can
She
actually...
can, yeah, yep.
Oh, it's really good. So it's your position, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because you play in the midfield,
Yeah.
Sometimes I see you up there, help me out.
Yeah.
So how you learn how to pass the ball effective? I mean, that's one of your best skills up there, and everybody talks about it.
You take a look where you want to go, and it's pre-planned before the play happens. So before I get the ball, I look for where I want it to pass. So I already have in line, if I get the ball, here's where it's going to go. Mostly to Jose.
No, yeah, you give me a good pass. Last time we scored like 4 goals, right?
Yeah, I don't know, like 10.
Yeah, not 10. Yeah, I know. No, but the 4, you give me 4 passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do that, in the
Yeah,
finals.
hopefully in the finals. Yeah, I will try, and it's gonna be difficult. So, in our team, I don't want to say names right now, but in our team, some people cannot score right now. What's going on with that? Do you think it's the shoes, maybe, or
Maybe the shoes, maybe the practice, maybe the passion. Soccer is one of those addicting things where you just have fun, and that fun fills you with passion, and it fills you with drive, and you got to keep it fun. And sometimes when it gets a little too serious, maybe that can affect the goal scoring too.
That's true. You're right. I mean, you're right. Yeah, I don't have that passion, as you know. I think I have too much passion for soccer. I love soccer. I played soccer since I was like, 4?
4 years old. And
Yeah.
where are the different places you've played soccer?
I play in Peru, in Spain for a little bit. I went in Chile for Argentina, not professional, but playing different leagues or things like France. And yeah, I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. How many countries is that? That's a lot of countries. That
Yeah,
you
here,
play
I
in.
play
Yeah,
here,
oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
You're an international soccer player.
Well, yeah, I guess, but not professionally, but we, as you know, in Grand Blanc, we have really good soccer players. I mean, playing against, easy team. I mean, we have teams that run the whole game, and if they don't have the skills, they have the physical training, or if they don't have the physical training, they have the skills. But you get teams that
Have both?
Yeah, have both sometimes, and I think it's difficult. But also, let's change the subject. And also, you're a teacher.
Yes.
Where do you teach?
I teach science, middle school science. Both 6th grade and 8th grade has been my main focus for the past 13 years. And we have a concentration in 8th grade on environmental science, earth science, which is awesome because my classroom really isn't just the 4 walls that I'm in. My classroom is really the community. So when we're studying rivers, we go out and we test the water in the Clinton River because that's part of our watershed. And when we're studying the stars, we put apps on our phone and look up in the sky and find where the stars are. So it's just. I love teaching science. It's a big passion for me.
Oh, where do you teach?
At Ruther Middle School in Rochester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a very unique environment because it has all sorts of students that go there. We have very wealthy students that go there. We have economically disadvantaged students that go there. We have a multicultural mixing pot. It is just the most amazing place. If you wanted to take a picture of the world and put it in one building, that would be Ruther.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very diverse.
Oh, wow. And most of the students, so by you saying you have also foreign students, correct? And most of them are Europeans, Africans.
Mostly we have for our foreign, we have a larger Asian population.
Asian population. Oh, in Rochester. Oh, interesting. Interesting. And do you have kids with learning disabilities as well?
Yep, we have special needs students are included in the science classroom. So we have students that have all the way from, their learning need is to be challenged more and to be accelerated more. And then we have others that are in that same classroom that need a little extra help or have, specific needs. But it is such a caring environment. It feels like all of the students really work together for one learning goal and that everybody's there to learn. We're also a Title I building, so we have the at-risk students. Yep. And so the at-risk students can be a challenge, but what I found is that when you show love first, then they respect you and love you back. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important, to apply some methods that will help to improve education for sure. And I agree. When you show love, you gain respect. That's true. Because I'm a teacher too. I teach in West Bloomfield, and I can see. Probably we have similar background because West Bloomfield,
Is yours a diverse population too?
Yeah, West Bloomfield it is. But I teach in a Jewish school, Franco Jewish Academy, West Bloomfield. But I see when I go around or visit some other schools there, I see that they have a lot of diversity in West Bloomfield, for sure. So now back to we're talking about soccer, and so we talk about a little bit of that. What team was probably the most difficult game for USA? What team do you think challenged our team?
I thought that game against Japan. I liked watching it.
Okay. Oh, because we beat them.
Challenging.
Because you scored like 4 goals in 5 minutes. I think.
Right away. That was exciting. It was funny because we had the first part of it DVR'd, and our daughter was texting us, "Have you seen that yet?" It's like, don't ruin it, because that was just, that was phenomenal. That was so much fun to watch.
And we played Japan, the previous World Cup, the final too, US-Japan, and we lost with them actually, and the game was really back and forth.
Right.
Now this one, I wasn't really optimistic that we're going to be scoring. Somebody told me US is going to score 4 goals in 5 minutes. I wouldn't believe it.
I wouldn't believe it either. I think it's impossible because, soccer games at that level are such low scoring. So to even have, for
a final.
Yeah, in a final.
So maybe you think the previous game, US-Germany, was tougher?
US-Germany was a tougher game. It was a more competitive game.
Right?
Yeah, but it was.
A lot of people were saying, if Germany beat US, they're going to be the next champion. And then people say, it's kind of like Germany is going to be champion in men's and women's, in both World Cups. So people say, I hope America can beat the game. And then people were concerned because the German team have a really good team too.
Yeah.
But I think Alex Morgan, Hope Solo, Early, they actually overcome by playing really, really hard the game,
Yeah, a lot of the soccer, don't you think, is mental too? And so I think maybe they had it in their mind that this Japan team is going to be tough, and they, mentally found themselves just going at it with everything they had.
True. It's true. It's also, I think what you just said is true, but also I think previous interview we were talking about when the team is happy, you have a positive energy and everybody is laughing, good attitude. You want to go and win, but everybody's happy, everybody's committed like a family.
Yes.
You become actually like a family. Then you get good results.
Yeah.
But this is inside, in some groups, in some soccer teams, sometimes, I don't like that guy or something like that. And that brings some negative energy. And that is something part of a small factor that can decide, because some people during the game says, I don't want to pass that ball to that guy. It happened because I see testimonies. It happened before. But in our US team, you see more friendship, unite. They want to go and reach the goal as a team.
Yeah.
I'm better than you or something like that. No, they want to be as a team. Everybody wins.
We saw that in the final game when one of the captains subbed out. Instead of taking the captain badge with her, she took it off and handed it over. And so I thought that was really cool, and that definitely supports that.
Yeah. No, it does. It does. You play soccer for a long time. Right? And one of the games that you play, I remember the score was 6-1 the first half, and everybody said that, you guys done. You lose the first half 6-1. I mean, everybody was like, oh, that thing is not going to come back. The second half is going to be even worse. And what happened?
We came back.
We came back 6-6. You know,
We came back.
We came back. So the point, but that's because the mentality, of course, then we can do it. We never feel like, oh no, this thing already has 6-1 and we don't know. We feel like we can do it.
Right.
And we were positive and we did it.
My husband always starts the second half with, this is a fresh game, boys. Let's go. Let's get started. Fresh game. Halftime always starts 0 again, like it's the beginning of the game. So I think that's a really good coaching mentality to have.
Yeah. Yes. The other one is even if the first half you're winning 1 or 2-0, you should tell everybody we still 0-0 and we need to keep going. Don't slow down because.
Well, that sort of happened. You know, we got tied and we thought we're going to have it.
Yeah.
We're going to get it. We're on a roll. And yeah.
I think at that part was a physical training though.
Oh,
I
right.
think.
Right at the end. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it was. But what was the most difficult game so far for you?
There was one game a while back because it's a co-ed team that we're on now, and I was up at the right-hand side, and there was one of their defenders coming out, and it was a big man. So I went up against him and challenged him, but I ended up getting butted off the ball, and I felt like every time I was in, he was in, and I gave it all I could, but his physical stature was just more than what I could do. So that was probably the toughest game for me, because of the nature of the matchup there.
And in this season, what is the most difficult game you think?
For this season, I think we're probably going into our most difficult game because the most is on the line. The matchup is on the line.
Right.
And so when you know you've got a championship on the line, you're like, okay, I still want to have fun, but I want to win.
So how do you feel you're going to play the championship? How you feel about it?
I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. Like I said, we've got great people, we've got a good family, we've got a good attitude, so we've got what it takes to win.
Yeah, regardless the final score or whatever, we made it into the final. I mean, that's I think that's what it matters. I mean, winning or losing after we make it to the final, not many teams can do that. I mean, and I think for what I see and everything, I mean, we have a great team.
We have a great team. And you know, a lot of the people that are on the team are parents too, and sometimes they bring their kids. And I just think it shows a really good mentality to your kids that playing soccer isn't just for the youth, and that being in shape and being physically active and being healthy, you know, that's a lifestyle that will keep you healthy for a long time.
True. Hey, since we're talking about soccer too, I want to just talk a little bit about politics. You know what Donald Trump and the women's U.S. team have in common?
Donald Trump and the women's U.S. team. Nope.
Both of them know how to beat Japan.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So you're Republican or Democrat?
I am a Republican, yeah.
Do you pick already who's going to be your best, who's going to be your candidate in the Republican nomination?
I do not think that I have listened to enough of the facts yet, so I would consider myself still undecided for a party.
I see, because it's 16 people.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And every week was coming one more, and I don't know.
It's great, though, that so many people have ideas and inputs and, you know, different facets that they can add to it. So,
what do you think about Donald Trump?
Well, I like his hair.
You like his hair? Really? You like his hair?
Well, his hair is fun to watch. How about that?
Okay.
It's got a unique style all in and of itself.
So you think maybe he doesn't look presidential because, or you, actually you like his hair, so maybe he looks presidential for you.
Well, I think that Donald Trump obviously has smart economical sense. So when we're talking economy, he's got it. The USA is more than just an economy, though. You know, the laws are governing people and families, not just finances. And so I think that we need to have a candidate that can look at the whole big picture. So we'll see.
Okay. So you think a good president is most likely a governor instead being a U.S. senator? I'm not saying a name, I'm just saying, you know, governor run a state, they run budget, they have to deal with Senate and House representative from the state, you know.
Right.
Have to deal, pass a legislation, all that. So some people believe they can have more experience to apply in Washington, D.C., since they're also going to be dealing with U.S. senators and U.S. Congress. So that way they can actually have the experience already ready to go, how to balance a budget, all that. Well, senators also work in Washington. They see bills, they put together bills, they oversee the budget as well. But management is more for governors. So it's up there, some people, they believe governors can be better presidents than senators. And since the current president is a senator, a lot of people is disappointed on some of the policies having whatever happened in the last,
Right.
year. So what do you think?
Well, I think whether they've been a governor or whether they've been a senator, I think it's about their beliefs and what they want, and also the people that they have to buy into them and the people that they have supporting them. When I look at a candidate, I look at, okay, who's also on their side, who's supporting them, and why are they supporting them? So I think that either a governor or a senator could do a good job depending on the views that they have at hand. That's not what you wanted to hear, was it?
No, that's good. I mean, no, you're good. You're good. Just for guys, she's not running.
I'm not
She's not running. So I was asking a question because she's not running. Because some people probably agree and say, hey, that's a very good answer. Yeah, because now we have an outsiders too, which they are not senators, they are not governors, like Dr. Ben Carson.
Right?
Like Donald Trump, businessman, and then I think who else is Carly Fiorina.
Right.
What about Carly? You hear a little bit about her?
I'm not well educated on her beliefs.
No, I understand. Ben Carson, you hear the name before?
I heard them in the candidacy.
He's a doctor from Detroit, and a lot of people like him. Just in the beginning, when everybody started announcing. I see the polls, okay. Then I see the Facebook likes, and he has a lot of likes. And I was like, oh, okay, it looks like he has some following, and I was impressed. I believe that the Republican Party have a really good candidate.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone saying, oh, he's going to be a bad president. No, I think they do. They do. And the Democrat side, I know there's just 4 people. I was expecting more. And some people think Joe Biden may run. Do you like Joe Biden?
Well, I'm on that.
No, of course, yeah, you're right.
Right.
No, I opinion. Some people say, oh yeah, he's okay, but
Right.
no, I understand.
Yeah.
I do. I know it's just who's Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, O'Malley, and I think that's it.
I think everybody gets the same vote, whether you're educated in politics or whether you're not educated in politics. Everybody gets one vote that counts. So I think the most important thing is to educate yourself on the candidates, before you speak upon them. Like, for example, Hillary Clinton, she's a household name. So a lot of people may vote for her just because, oh, I know the name, and we've already had a Clinton administration where they may not know about the other candidates that are running or vying for hers or the other side of the ticket and what they stand for. So you've been an inspiration. I'm going to research more.
Thank you. Well, no, you're absolutely right about it. But what I see is when Hillary have interviews with the liberal media goes and asks him, what is your favorite color? What is your favorite food? What is your favorite store?
Yeah.
And when they get somebody like Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, Jeb Bush, they got the hard, toughest questions to answer. And I don't think so. None of the questions are fair. That's my opinion. And that's why they're making sure that Hillary is okay with easy, soft questions.
Right.
And the hardball questions come to the Republicans. It's what I feel the media is doing right now.
I do feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Yeah. Because I believe also we have like Jeb Bush have a name recognition.
Yeah.
He's done a great job in Florida with education, with everything. He always talk about solutions. He not just says I'm gonna fix it, I'm gonna cut taxes. No, he says how to. So it's Scott Walker, so it's everyone there.
Right.
So it's the part I like about these debates because they give you an example how, not just saying, I will take care of it, I will do it,
Everybody can say they'll do it.
Yeah, this is slick slogan.
Right.
But
you actually do it.
Yeah.
And how. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. Yeah, just a question. You have a friend up there that they call it the mayor of
Yes,
Goodrich.
the mayor of Goodrich, and
Why
today's
was
her
that?
birthday.
Today's her birthday. So you want to say happy birthday?
Happy birthday, Mayor!
So
Mayor Jamie.
Why they call it the mayor, I wonder?
They call her the mayor because the city of Goodrich really doesn't have a mayor.
Oh, so.
But she is the mayor because of all of the wonderful things that she does for the community. She runs the soccer program there.
Okay.
She gets people into her home. She has 4 children, and she connects with all of her friends' families. She organizes trips for the town. She's involved in the church there, which is newly named the River. So she's just super actively involved in her community. And if there was an election, Mayor Jamie would get it.
Oh, what I'm saying is because when she come,
Yep.
she come with a huge group.
Fan club,
Yeah,
yes,
a lot of
yes.
people come to say. I said, so I didn't know our team have a lot of follow up.
Yes.
People says, who is that? This is the mayor
It's
of
the
Goodrich.
mayor of Goodrich.
So I Googled it this morning and says, it's a mayor in Goodrich. It wasn't. I says, it's a township and it's a village too. And
Yes,
it's no-
yeah.
So I says, why? Because it looks like the mayor of Goodrich because you got all this crowd and coming, you know.
Yes, all the people would follow the mayor, and
Yeah.
she is well deserving of that title.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Lots of fun.
Very interesting. Well, it was really fun to have you here. We'll have a good talking. Hopefully, next time you come in here, we will talk about how we win the championship.
That sounds like a plan. I'm in for that.
Yeah, we need to win for sure, you know.
Pressure's on now.
May should pass the ball. Like,
I will pass the ball. I will
like
pass the
I
ball.
can
I will
score
play
the
that
many
midfield.
goals.
You
yeah,
betcha.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game, but well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having
Yes,
me today.
absolutely. So thanks. Well, that's all for today. If you wanna be in our show, we're happy to have you. But please contact us on our Facebook page. We have a Facebook page. You just go and search and go the Jose Aliaga Show, and you can write it by Facebook, email or chat, whatever you feel comfortable. Or also, you can call us at 248-736-7163. If you have a very positive and good comment, please feel free to write it. I may be happy to read it and reply. But if you have a negative comment, don't write anything. Thank you so much and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.